The second I walked in, I knew it wasn't just dinner. It was a setup. 12 seats filled with polished smiles, laughter rehearsed and rehearsed again, matching outfits, 2 high chairs, custom menus. And then my mother looked up, smiled like she hadn't just erased me, and said, "You can sit back there. We need space for the real group." She pointed to a corner table, half lit, near the bathrooms. I just nodded, didn't argue, didn't flinch, didn't ask who the real group was. I already knew. Growing up, I was the quiet one, the helper, the buffer, the forgotten. They always said I was easy, which, in our family, just meant disposable. When my sister got married, I was told to step out of the photos. When my brother had his baby, they sent the announcement a week late, then blamed the mail. Even birthdays were optional, mine at least. But I kept showing up, because loyalty dies slower than hope. Until tonight. The server approached. I smiled, handed her my card, and whispered, "Keep it open, bring their bill to me." She raised an eyebrow. I didn't explain, I just sipped my drink, waited, and watched. 3 days ago, my mom called, said she missed me, said she wanted a quick catch-up, said it was just the 5 of us. I knew she was lying when she said, just wear whatever. She always weaponized casualness, made it sound generous, like an invitation, when really, it was a test. So I showed up sharp, all black, hair slicked, a watch I knew my father used to envy, and silence. My favorite armor. From my corner, I watched them order oysters, wine, steak, 2 bottles of champagne, one for the table, one just for photos. They were celebrating something. I never found out what. Didn't care. It didn't include me. My dad laughed so hard he slammed the table. My sister's new boyfriend toasted something I couldn't hear. The kids were passed around like accessories. No one looked my way. Even the server avoided eye contact, like I was contagious. Perfect. It wasn't always hate, just hierarchy. I was the Plan B child, the one you relied on but never really loved. When I graduated early, no one came to the ceremony. When I bought my first condo, my mom said, "Hope it's not too much for you to handle." When I was promoted, they thought I was exaggerating. And when I fell apart during that one breakup, my dad said, "You always were dramatic." But this was deliberate. This was their final declaration. You're not one of us. So, I made a decision. Not out of rage, out of clarity. This wasn't revenge. It was acknowledgement. The family I kept trying to earn didn't want me. Fine, but they'd remember me. The server returned. I leaned in. "It's time," I said. She nodded and walked to the host stand. A few minutes later, a manager approached their table, smiled, handed the leather folder to my father. He opened it, stared, laughed, then paused. His voice boomed across the restaurant. "Why the hell is this over $1,700? Every head turned, including mine. I stood, walked to their table slowly. 12 faces froze. I didn't look at my mother. I didn't need to. I looked straight at my dad, then said, calm as the ocean after a storm, "You said I wasn't part of the group, so I assumed this was on you." Then I turned to the host, just loud enough, "Please charge it all to their name. I'm closing my tab." The silence was exquisite. You could hear the credit limit cracking. My mom stood, flustered, panicked. "Why would you do this?" she hissed. I shrugged. "You invited me," I said. I just responded. Then I walked out, didn't look back. Later that night, I turned off my phone, let the texts pile up. My sister called me childish. My dad demanded I Venmo him the total. Even the boyfriend messaged me, said, "That was a bit much." I didn't reply. They'd spent my whole life pretending I didn't exist. One bill didn't even the score, but it made the silence mine. I sat in my car, Engine off, window cracked. The night was warm. And for once, I didn't feel like I needed to explain myself. Didn't feel like I owed anyone a softer version of me. Some people get closure. I gave myself a receipt.